Thank you for joining us today for our first RetireCoin AMA. We will begin shortly. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm your CEO and crypto tax expert, Lorenzo Abatello. Today, we'll be discussing our successes for the week and what we have planned for the near future. Talk soon.
Hi, I'm Ben, the co-founder and developer of RetireCoin. You'll meet me next week as I explain to you the technical side of RetireCoin. Today is all about our roadmap and how RetireCoin plans on changing the game for cryptocurrency.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our first ever RetireCoin AMA. We will begin shortly. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm your CEO and crypto tax expert, Lorenzo Abatello. Today, we'll be discussing our successes for the week and what we have planned for the near future. Talk soon.
Hi, I'm Ben, the co-founder and developer of RetireCoin. You'll meet me next week as I explain to you the technical side of RetireCoin. Today is all about our roadmap and how RetireCoin plans on changing the game for cryptocurrency.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our first ever RetireCoin AMA. We will begin shortly. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm your CEO and crypto tax expert, Lorenzo Abitella. Today, we'll be discussing our successes for the week and what we have planned for the near future. Talk soon.
Hi, I'm Ben, the co-founder and developer of RetireCoin. You will meet me next week as I explain to you the technical side of RetireCoin. Today is all about our roadmap and how RetireCoin plans on changing the game for cryptocurrency.
Thank you for joining us today for our first RetireCoin AMA. We will begin shortly. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm your CEO and crypto tax expert, Lorenzo Abitella. Today, we'll be discussing our successes for the week and what we have planned for the near future. Talk soon. We will be starting shortly. On today's AMA, I look forward to sharing our roadmap with you and some of our goals that we have for this project.
Hi, I'm
Stay
Ben,
tuned.
the co-founder and developer of RetireCoin. You will meet me next week as I explain to you the technical side of RetireCoin. Today is all about our roadmap and how RetireCoin plans on changing the game for cryptocurrency.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our first ever RetireCoin AMA. We will begin shortly. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm your CEO and crypto tax expert, Lorenzo Abitella. Today, we'll be discussing our successes for the week and what we have planned for the near future. Talk soon.
Hi, I'm Ben, the co-founder and developer of RetireCoin. You will meet me next week as I explain to you the technical side of RetireCoin. Today is all about our roadmap and how RetireCoin plans on changing the game for cryptocurrency.
I'm muted, everyone. We are back and we are live. This is what happens when we're live, and you know this is real here. So RetireCoin is officially 1 week old. Now, I want to welcome everyone to our first ever AMA. I am your CEO, Lorenzo Abatello, crypto tax expert. So today we got a lot to talk about, and I want to first start by talking about the purpose of this AMA. Whether you're new to crypto or a seasoned vet, the AMA is used to tell you a little bit about us and where we're going and how we're going to get there and our plans. So generally there's going to be an itinerary to these AMAs, and today is going to be about who we are, what we do. And let's get right to it. Let's talk about the week. Let's talk about the successes. Right off the bat, we hit 500 holders this week. It's a great accomplishment to reach. And in addition to that, 1,000 followers on our Instagram. But one that I'd really like to highlight is 150 holders, 150 followers on our Discord. I was new to Discord prior to RetireCoin, and if anyone who is new, who's never used the platform before, I highly suggest you come on. It's a super dynamic platform. Our community on Discord has been very impressive, very active. And there's just so many technicalities of the program that I really enjoy. Not only is it just a chat room to make announcements and talk to the community and interact, but you can have like separate boxes. I got one just for myself to share my thoughts. You can go live, you can share pictures. We have a meme page. We're also going to be adding a Latino section for speaking individuals, because right off the bat in this first week, we had a huge support from the Latino community. So we want to show our support to you, and we're going to be creating a section in that Discord just for you. But before we get into the biggest announcement, let me put this up. We're going to put RetireCoin on the top. Let's go right there. Put RetireCoin on the top. So before we get into our biggest announcement, I just want to go over a little bit about us and who we are, what we're trying to do, and how we're going to get there. And for me to explain that more, I want to show you a little more what's underneath the hood at RetireCoin, and this is where it gets exciting. I'm going to start by sharing some of my experience before starting this project. I spent years in the financial service industry, and particularly with taxes, helping people organize their financial goals, save more money, build wealth for themselves and their family. This project is allowing me to scale that and sharing my knowledge and sharing the resources around me. But it's not all about me, it's about the community. And what we want to do at RetireCoin is we have this slogan, anything is possible. If you're a person who's successfully minded and wants to do more in life, get more out of life, this is a place in the community for you to get the resources to make that happen. We've created a team. It's not just an individual, not only just a team, but a community to gather resources and give back to you. But let's just show, how is that going to happen? How are we going to go and provide that value to you? Yeah, I know about taxes and I know about all these and financial services, but the way to do this is to have a business structure underneath the project. So we're not just a currency. We have a business that produces revenue and that's ready to be turned on. One of our biggest successes this week was starting our call center. Our call center is open 9 to 9 Standard Eastern Time, where you can go and speak to a RetireCoin team member and schedule a call for a 15-minute free discovery session to discuss your goals with an approved financial service RetireCoin member. So let's get right to it. What's the big announcement? Well, we've officially closed the deal with an affiliate partnership with the #1 crypto tax software that's out there, Zenledger. Zenledger is an amazing program that I've used for my clients. It's so seamless in the way that it allows you to do your taxes. It connects directly to all your exchanges, all the major exchanges. You can check out their website. And you can categorize every transaction to say if it was an income transaction, a capital gains transaction, and at the end of the year, spits out a tax form ready to be filed for your taxes. But having the software is great. It's more about the partnership that we created that I'm most excited about. Zenledger has allowed us, we were working together for them to come into our community and teach all of you about crypto taxes and give their insights on how to make things easier. So not only do you have the resources of us at RetireCoin, but also the resources of now our partners. So this is a really great thing that we wanted to tell you about today, because we're prepping for the future. In 2022, crypto taxes will be the hottest tax topic, and we are striving to be here now, today, to give you everything that you need to be comfortable for next year to do things the right way. And that has just started with our partnership with Zenledger. So as we build this, we're clearly making a foundation through crypto taxes. Our foundation is going to be strong, knowing that everyone here is going to know how to do their taxes and have everything available to them in order to do so. But we're going to be building on top of that. And we're building on top of that in various ways. Already, in just a week, we've had 3 other companies approach us to do affiliate partnerships. Each one of these are very different and can provide a very necessary resources to our community. As we vet through this, we're not going to be putting out or making these partnerships prematurely. We want to vet them to make sure that it's the right process and it adheres to our goals and standards that we have for our company. Because this is not just a cryptocurrency, like I said. We look at ourselves more as a tech startup rather than just a cryptocurrency. Now, the main purpose of this AMA was to go over our roadmap. And the way I want to go over that today is by breaking it up into different goals: short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. In the short term, I'm looking at within the next month. There's various things that we're working on this month that we want to get done. So we have a priority 1A and 1B. Our 1A is definitely getting our marketing plan completely finalized. We have several meetings this week with marketing companies to really define the brand. RetireCoin brand, we want it to be everywhere. From merch to piggy banks to on tax softwares, we want this Retire brand to be a household name. And we found the perfect timing to do so. We pushed this project to get started now because we are only in the beginning of cryptocurrencies, even though the ball's already been going. As you see in the news, there's countries already adopting Bitcoin, legalizing cryptocurrency. We are just in the beginning of this, and the Retire brand will be out there, and it is our mission to continue working at that. The next real priority is getting this business structure down, where we can help out our community in achieving their goals. When you think of RetireCoin, retirement can be taken in so many different ways. Like, I want to retire early, or I want to work my whole life and retire later comfortably. Everyone's goals are different, and we want to be here to discuss that with you and make that happen. So one of the things we're doing to get our names out there is participating in some events. On June 24th, we'll be in New York City, in Manhattan, in Times Square, at the Marriott, with one of our friends and partners in Disrupt Media. You'll be holding a Bitcoin event, a cryptocurrency event, to learn about crypto. And we will have a little booth there. We will speak on stage, we'll talk about RetireCoin, and we're going to be going on and doing our part in the cryptocurrency community to just spread its message throughout. So check us out. We'll be in New York City in Times Square on June 24th to the 26th, I believe. Take notes this week. We'll give you more details on that. The end of this month is going to be a fun time for us. We're going to be looking, actually we are going to be moving the headquarters down to Florida, the crypto capital of the United States. We want this project to be successful, and just like anything, you must surround yourself with successful people to get to where you want to get to. It's the fastest and easiest way to do it, and that's why, and one of the benefits of the Retire community. But we're taking that a step further to bring our headquarters down to where cryptocurrency is thriving, and that's Florida, that's Miami. We're looking to buy a place in Boca Raton because we still want that retirement feel. And to the beach is a reality. So the last thing on the short term, and we're finalizing this now, is we're really attacking a specific community. We've been reached out this week by someone who I've done business with before, and I know the reputation, great reputation in the community, and just a standout person and company. They love what we're doing here at RetireCoin, and we'll be finalizing a deal, which we'll talk about a little later this week because everything's not done just yet. I'm working out all the details. But this will be a great partnership for us as RetireCoin to invest in a particular community. So stay tuned for that. As we move over to our more midterm goals, I'm saying within a year, this is when things start to get a little interesting. This is where we're going to take it up a notch. You know, right now we have a bunch of stuff out there, a bunch of resources out there, but it's going to get really fine-tuned within this year. Our website, for first and foremost, is going to get a complete redesign. We want it to be minimal, classy, and have that right look that we're looking for. Right now, it is what we put out a website that I'm proud of and I love, but we want to put out something that's great. Also, the reward system. Rewards is huge here at RetireCoin because we're really about reinvesting in the community. If you choose to come be part of us, we want to give back to you. And stay tuned for more of those. We're throwing out ideas of Rolexes and trips to vacations, everything that when you want to feel like you're retired, you have. We want to provide that to you. We want to have you get you those bite-sized tastes of what it really feels like to attain your goals. So we're going to be putting out some polls. We want to know what you want. What are your goals and what do you want? And I want you to tell us because we'll give it to you. Ask and you shall receive. The next thing, just like this Zenledger partnership, we're going to be bringing on more partners that have something to give, have something of value to a community of people who want more in life, who are striving for success. And when you strive for success, you need to fill the blanks in with certain pieces. And in this new cryptocurrency environment, technology is key. And we're here at the Retire community to partner with the right technology to make your life easier. I can promise you that. That's what we're doing and working on every single day. One of the other things that we're doing is we're really big on education. Not only educating on the financial end, but more so just for cryptocurrency. A market that we're looking to reach is individuals who are completely new to crypto. You're starting to see the word everywhere. You can't really avoid it at this point. Cryptocurrency is everywhere. But not everyone is invested in, or not everyone has a part in. So we're here to promote cryptocurrency as a whole and educate the individuals new to crypto. I want someone who's never purchased a cryptocurrency before, I want them to have RetireCoin as their first coin. And the way you do that is through education. So expect more content out from all of our team members on just various topics on cryptocurrency. So those are just some of our midterm goals. So these are going to constantly change. We're going to add to them, and we want feedback from you guys on what's working, what's not working. Because at the end of the day, this community, this project, we can do what we want, but it really is up to you. It's up to you to push this and keep this going. Get the word out there more. We've already established an international footprint in Australia, in Italy, South America, Canada, Ireland, Croatia, Iceland. We have someone from Iceland, Slovenia, United States, obviously. But we're not happy with that. We want to plant those seeds and let them grow. It's summertime, the sun shines out, and plant those seeds, let them grow. So as your CEO, I do ask, talk about RetireCoin. You're learning a little bit more about what we have to offer to the community, to offer for the future. So mention it to your friends and family. And as to make things easier for them, we're going to give you the content to give to them if they're new to cryptocurrency. One thing in particular that we're going to do, and this is probably going to be within the month, so more on the short-term side, is giving you more videos on how to buy. Right now, we currently have the how to buy video on YouTube that uses the Trust Wallet. You can purchase BNB right in Trust Wallet and purchase RetireCoin through the BNB in one app and with a debit card. That's it. However, there's other ways to do that as well. So we're going to be highlighting those this week. Expect several videos out on how to buy. And if you're in the community and you want to show people a different way, feel free to send us a message too as well, or make a YouTube video yourself. We'd love to see that, and that would make me super happy to see our community getting involved in just spreading this word and helping others become part of the Retire community. So now is where it gets interesting, our long-term goals. Why are we doing this? And I mentioned our foundation is made and built through taxes. Our goal is by next tax season for RetireCoin to be the go-to resources for crypto taxes. Everyone should have the confidence to know that you will have everything that you need to do them properly. And if you're confused, just call our support center. There's someone on the other side to pick up that call and answer your questions. And if they can't answer it, they'll schedule a call with someone who can find it for you. There's no reason why nothing can't get done in this community because we are there for you every step of the way. The next topic that I want to go over, the next section, is just questions from our guests. We have some comments here. Who's hyped? Hit the like button. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. Let's go, LA. Partner with Zen Ledger, #1 cryptocurrency. I love the comments, guys. So I had an email from one. We had a couple of comments that from people. I wrote this down because it was a really good question, and it's about our contract and if we're going to renounce it. For all you that don't know what that means, when you hold a contract, you have a little more control over what you can do with the coin and some aspects of it. Next week, we're going to have Ben, our developer of the coin and co-founder, talking a little more about the details, like the details of the coin and what the different parts of it are, and explain it to you so you understand it in plain English. He's going to put it all out there for you. So today is a little bit more about us and our goals. So look forward to that for next week to get a little more of the technicalities of RetireCoin. But I want to hit on one because it's a really good point. And they talked about the contract and renouncing it. So when you start a cryptocurrency, there's a couple ways that you can handle the contract. You can either renounce it by simply saying, like, hey, we're not making any changes. This is going to be locked in. Or vice versa for us, we have a slight bit control. And we do this for the protection of the coin. So really all it is being able to adjust the transaction fee that it's added to the liquidity. Right now it sits at 4%. So for every transaction, 4% gets split in two ways for two different purposes. The first is to add liquidity. What liquidity does, it creates a floor for RetireCoin, meaning that it stops the doesn't stop, but limits the volatility. It creates a floor, meaning that money is never going away. It is stuck in that coin and it's staying. So that just helps in keeping stability. And as we pass on in time, again, we were only 1 week old. As this passes in time, in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, that floor is going to continue to grow, making this a much more stable coin. The second part of that 4% gets redistributed to our holders. So the more that you hold Retire Coin, the more coins that you get. We want to have a long-term mindset when it comes to finances. And that's not talking about just Retire Coin. That's talking about your lifestyle, the mindset to have with finances. Your retirement doesn't end with just Retire Coin. There's so many other aspects that you need to take into consideration. And that's what the 15-minute free discovery call with one of our team members highlights, that it's not just about Retire Coin. There's so much more that you need to think of. But Retire Coin is the start to get into that long-term mindset, to understand that things take time and you can grow in time. And the longer you hold and wait with certain investments and certain approaches to money, the better chance you have to succeed. So just to hit back on that contract, we do have a little control over that number, that 4% transaction fee. We can adjust it higher, adjust it lower, and that allows us to have a little more control to keep this thing living for the longest time possible. We want this thing to retire with us. We want it to go on forever. And this is a way to manage that. So in closing, I just like to thank everyone for coming in. If there's any questions, what are the risk mitigations for liquidity and debt obtaining? Oh, yes. So we have a question here. I'd love to highlight that as well in our plans. So we want to get an audit done. Being in the accounting industry, I have many contacts in the audit side, and one in particular at a very large accounting firm is the director of blockchain audits. So I've already been in contact with her. We are starting the process of obtaining all the documents needed to get an audit. I think it's very important that we get that, just to show the legitimacy of this project and the transparency. We want to do everything right here at Retire Coin, and I believe that we started on the right foot, and we're going to continue going down that path. We're putting our face in front of you to talk to you live, to tell you about our coin, and there's nothing that needs to be hidden here. We want everyone to succeed. And the way that starts is there's things that you need to do, and an audit is one of them. So we will be getting to that audit. We've already started the process of making all the documents together to have that initial presentation, consultation. So in this short term, in this next month, you will hear more about where that goes. Outstanding. Yeah, so just to kind of, oh, the conference, I forgot to say about that. Yeah, so events. We want to take and have this community get together. So events are going to be a huge part of what we do. When we go down to Florida, we've already created an awesome title for one. It's On the Beach Talking Business. We'll have a DJ, we'll have food, we'll have some press. And you come to the beach, you have a cocktail, listen to some good music, and talk business. So that'll be coming in the next few months. But at the end of the year, so we're talking about our long-term goals. At the end of the year, we want to have a conference. And in this conference, we're going to highlight everything that happened in the year, and it's going to go over the plans for your plans for 2022. You have to make goals in life if you want to succeed. And this conference will be all about that. Prepping for the year, making things happen, connecting with people to make things happen. And that's what we want with our community. So if you have a business, you're doing something, you're trying to do something, connect with us, and we will try and put the pieces in place for you to get to where you need to go. I love the comments, guys. Oh, by the way, next month when we're in Florida, we're going to be doing these live AMAs from the beach. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be fun. That's why I chose that picture in the front. But in closing, we're going to wrap this up. I want to keep these AMAs anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. And then afterwards, we're going to have a nice big lunch. Once we get this thing going, people can come to the lunch. Maybe we'll have some where people can join in. Or we can do a live AMA at the lunch and everything. And afterwards, we have a lunch. These are all great ideas that we're going to be putting into play. So again, thank you all for participating and joining us today for this live chat. Next week, we will have Ben on. We'll start to introduce some of our Retire Coin team members. And you can see the people behind the scenes here. Ben's an amazing person. We met and came up with this idea and we teamed up on it. And I can't wait for you all to meet him and for him to explain the technicalities of the coin. I think you'll all be impressed. So look for that for next Sunday. This week, stay tuned because we'll be putting out some more announcements on one of the partnerships that we're finalizing. We're finalizing early in the week. So hopefully we'll have an announcement on that by Wednesday. So we want Ben. They want you, Ben. All right, guys. Well, again, appreciate you all coming on, and we will see you at the beach.